Now it's time for a break so Doug and Strickland can show their wicked good dance moves on TikTok. You just can't unsee that once it's happened.
I wish we were sharing this on video because I don't think Adam's eyebrows could get any higher than they are on his face.
Can we just get your initial impression of the voicemail from Jared theme song?
That was genuinely one of the worst things I've ever heard.
The nice guys on business have never, ever interviewed an ostrich on their podcast. Allegedly. But they have brought up that fucking Mustang podcast over and over and over again. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Here we go.
Can you hear us now? Check 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
I got you. Apparently I was too hot last week. Am I good now? Am I not too loud?
You could cut somebody with the angle of that beard you got working there.
Oh, dude, you like that, huh?
I didn't say I liked it. I was just telling you.
You know, I got bored. I wanted to do something different, and I thought a little Van Dyke action.
You're going for the Kratos from God of War. I don't know.
Just a reference.
Just look at. Well, Kratos is the god of war in mythology, but also there's a video game.
His look in the video game is with the. You don't like it? You see, you're
it looks great on him.
Boy, that's a diplomatic fucking answer right there.
Yeah, well, you haven't said anything about Adam's porn stash yet. You haven't said anything about that.
Well, I just haven't gotten to it yet. I gotta wait and get the feedback. I got to see how diplomatic he's going to be about my mustache and beard before I get to his. It's all good.
Yeah. Before we get to mustache and beard trimming stories, Adam, can you say what you said as soon as we joined the Zoom call and you saw it?
I say, here we go, just three white guys talking about stuff nobody cares about.
That's true. I mean, but we have a bonus white guy today because it's usually two white guys talking about shit nobody cares about.
Which makes it worse, actually. When it's
so a nice guy community, you may not know, but I am actually very good friends, actually related to Adam Sandler. Now, the thing that you may not realize is that Adam Sandler is with us today, and in spite of all of his fame and fortune, he is here. Adam, welcome to the Nice Guys.
Thank you. I'm only 27 years old. I'm not Adam Sandler. I mean, I am, but
you are Adam Sandler.
Not the actor, not the one that most people know and love or dislike. I feel like a lot of people in your generation actually really like him.
Can I? Yeah, kind of. Can I drop your? I was going to ask if it was okay if I drop your social media handle on the show. But first of all, nobody's listening, and second of all, anybody who is listening, they're only on Facebook anyway, and I'm sure you're not on Facebook.
Yeah. Also, I don't even use social media, so I'm just not gonna. There's no handle. There's no handle to give at this point.
It used to be not the real one.
Yeah,
and so you see the name Adam Sandler, and the handle is at not the real one.
Wait, is it not the real one or not the famous one?
The second one, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
not the famous one. Okay, sorry, not the real one, not the famous one.
Well, what you could give, which might give Adam a leg up or a boost, would be any of his dating profile sites. That might. Yeah, we can talk. I really do. You know, Strickland, you have something in common with Adam. You are both single.
The last time we were here, we had this conversation.
Yeah, trust me.
It's been a long time.
If I was stumbling across Adam's profiles on dating sites, that is not something that I would be announcing on the show. That's for goddamn sure. Trust me.
Adam, what are the dating sites of today?
Well, I think the one that most people that I encounter use is Hinge, which is it's just like Tinder, but a little bit more in depth. I don't know. I feel like it's really easy to go like from one person to the next on Tinder, like in terms of looking at profiles. But with Hinge, it's usually you can put a little bit more effort into it, which I appreciate. I put more effort into it because I can show off my amazing personality
and porn stash.
And porn stash.
And now porn stash.
Some women really like the mustache. Like
really?
they're like, you like first rounds on me if you have a mustache.
Really?
First mustache ride is on me. If I like it. I like it. Wait, the first round is in the first drink is on you because they like the stash?
That has happened before, only
Okay,
once.
all
But
right.
like people will say, like some people are like just really into the like 80s, 70s, 80s porn stash, which I think that was like the trend of last summer. It
Yeah.
hasn't gone away entirely, so I'm still on it. So
Interesting.
still riding that wave.
Interesting. Well, we got so much to talk about now. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Adam Sandler and Mr. Doug Sandler. Here, I just took a picture of this. See if you can see that. See, this is me. Let me see if it'll focus.
Oh, geez.
So that was
great.
in college when I had my mustache. The 80s stash when it actually was the 80s.
Well, but you had an 80s stash and a mullet all at once.
That's good. That's a good look.
Get the focus though. Come on.
I like it.
There,
it's working. It's good.
There, you're good. Well, no, pull back a little bit. Okay,
that's good.
I got it.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s. And man, I'm sorry, I'm sweating. I just got in from my walk. Wasn't sure if I was going to make it back in time. So much to talk about now. So, Adam, it looks like you're doing like the porn stash and not just like a stash. You're doing it thick. Like I keep mine like kind of thin up here. But then I see, are you doing the goatee too? Because there's nothing here, or is that just the way it grows in?
Well, this is how it grows in my face. But to be fair, I'm lazy and I have not really maintained it that well because I'm kind of on vacation.
You're not trying to turn it into a goatee. That's
no,
just
definitely.
The
this is actually just how my face grows. This comes in the most, then this, and then the sides and my neck. I was very lucky to be naturally gifted with a good facial hair structure.
Definitely.
Well, you get that from your mother.
I have been debating whether I want to keep this or not. I don't know. I find I fucking play with it all the goddamn time, which is like.
Well, the challenge, I don't care if you play with it while you're in front of me, but the challenge is, can you keep your hands off of your beard when you're like doing some sort of like training or anything like that?
If I'm on
you're
Zoom,
a very handsy person.
Right. If I'm on Zoom, I'm usually aware of it because I'm looking at myself, so I don't do it. But like, if I stop and think about it, it's like I play with it all the goddamn time. And I was just, the only reason I grew it, I was bored. I wanted to do something different. And it's like, okay, I did it. Now I'm kind of bored again. I don't know.
I want to go back to something Adam said, because I think to a degree, there might have been, without any meaning or purpose or intention, there might have been a compliment that he threw in my direction, I think. He said, because I have been gifted with. Now, the only reason he would have been gifted with anything is because of genetics. Well, that's why I made the joke and said, you get it from your mother. But
yes.
Do you like my beard? I've never asked you that question.
You look a little homeless, but like you are capable of growing a lot of facial hair, because some people just can't. They can't grow a mustache or, it's like patchy. I think you have like, it's very full and even.
Okay.
I like it I like it on you when it's a little bit more maintained, but.
Now, is this in the maintained spot right now?
Yeah, this is the upper limit of maintained.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. I had let it go a couple weeks, and I noticed when it starts to itch on the corners of my mouth.
Yeah, it's really bad when you're like eating and it gets like
when it starts to get in the corners, I'm like, oh no, I better do some scaping there. So I'll take care of it. But then I don't want to. I've also heard you don't want to manicure it too much because you don't want to appear to be too like purposeful in its.
Well, it depends. I that's definitely a style. I know a few people who are really good at maintaining their facial hair, and they've got all kinds of trimmers and razors and stuff, and they've got a routine.
I don't have a routine, but I do.
I don't either, but I think it looks okay.
All right, so you were talking to me. Adam is visiting for a week. He's in California because the company that he works for is in Sacramento.
No.
No. What? Wait a minute, not Sacramento.
Yeah, you guess. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. You should know this.
What's the other? When you say San Francisco? What's on the other side of San Francisco?
Oakland.
Is it in Oakland?
It's Oakland.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, Well, why didn't I know that?
I don't know. You know a lot about, your cars, but your son, God forbid, you know where he works.
Oh my
Damn.
God. It's going right there. we're going right there. There is plenty that I don't know about you, and there's plenty that you don't know about me, only because I keep it from you.
I know.
But I did make an important stop yesterday that I told Adam about. And hold on, let me grab. Hold on. Please hold.
All right, we're going to talk about apps while Doug is talking then. Okay, so tell me how Hinge is different from Tinder. Because Tinder, and I've been on Tinder in ages, but I was ages ago, and it used to be like total hookup app. Is it still the hookup app, like not the relationship app? And how is Hinge different?
I mean, if you had to pick, if you have to like define one as like a hookup versus like a relationship app, then sure, I'd say Tinder is more on that end of it. It really depends how you use it. I don't know. I find that the people that I'm more interested in are on Hinge just because I don't know. There's like a good algorithm on there too. It shows you people that like it thinks you're compatible with, and it knows that I love a brunette with bangs and patchwork tattoos all over her.
Wow.
Nice.
What is patchwork tattoos? What is that?
It's just like they got the little tattoos all over their arms and legs and stuff. I don't know. It's
Like Strickland does. So
you have that.
I just got that one done like a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you're my type, Strick. Mwah.
Thanks, appreciate that. No bangs though.
No
I'll push
bangs.
this shit back. Yeah, no bangs.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why I wanted Adam to come and visit is because this was a very important time for me in my attorney. Because can you see what that says, Strickland?
Last will and testament of Mr. Doug Sandler. Yeah.
So one of the running jokes that we have had probably for the last how long have we just had the whole money conversation, Adam?
Probably since I was 12.
So this is what it is like growing up in the Jewish culture, I think, because my mom always just talked to me about the importance of credit and maintaining a savings account and making sure that you take care of everything. And so I've always talked to Adam about the importance of having those things. And I finally got around to actually having this will put together. He's been on my life insurance policy since he was born in 96. I've had the insurance policy since 1990. So 6 years predating Adam. We've always known that Adam would be here, but we didn't know that
he would be so charming and handsome and amazing.
Exactly. So got the whole insurance thing working out. Who do you call in case something happens to me, Adam?
That would be Michael Steinhardt.
Exactly. Another Jewish guy who handles my insurance. And Michael is a good buddy of mine. He's been my insurance agent for the last 30 years. Clear Path Financial Advisory, by the way. They're in Pikesville, Maryland. If you would like to get a hold of them, just Google them. That'll be that. And then this new guy entered into my life, Raj. And Raj, I've always wanted to have a will. And now that I have a house that I own in California, I'm like, okay, well, I got to get it done in California. So we put the whole will together. So yeah. So financially, I think I'm ready to die now. Not that I want to die, but I'm certainly financially prepared to die. If I need to die right now, if I had to, if something happened to me, there would be at least a guy for Adam to call. Two guys now, Raj and Michael.
Well, you see, I have a similar strategy. I just keep putting that off because I'm not ready to die. That's it. I don't want to be ready to die, and you are, and that's okay. It's all good. But
when you die, though, don't you want your kids to know what's coming to them and for it to not to be an issue? Oh, look, winter is running outside.
I'm really
sorry. I saw a cat.
Oh no, I've been very clear on that.
Is winter outside? Winter's
outside out front.
Is he running after Max or is he just hanging out?
He is sitting directly in the middle of the street. I'll take a photo and send it to you.
Oh, I hate when he sits in the street.
Like his full balls are like on the hot asphalt. Like how is that not burning him?
First, to know Winter is to know that he does not have balls because he has been taken care of. But he also doesn't care. He sleeps in the middle of the street, and I don't want him to do that because I never want something to happen to him.
He's coming back. All right, he's on the driveway.
Okay, that's good.
All
that's
right.
good.
Anyways,
should I go and let him in? You guys talk. I'll go and let him in.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You do that. He's coming towards the door.
Well, just to clarify, like, don't my kids want to know what they're going to get when I die? I've already told them they don't get nothing. There's nothing left. I mean,
okay.
I want my last check to bounce. You know, it's all good.
You want it to bounce? Okay, well, that's how you feel.
No, it's not true. But yes, I do probably need to get all that shit together because I'm not as young as I
three of them.
feel.
Wouldn't they like argue? They're, all related and the same age. So wouldn't they start bickering about like who gets what?
Probably, most likely.
Yeah.
And the hard part would be like, I've got a house that's probably a good bit of the value of my, my net worth, and like, how are you going to split that 3 ways, right? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is I probably will never be able to own a home because everything is too expensive. So
it is ridiculously expensive. Where are you living now? What area are you in?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I just signed a lease for a new apartment in Carroll Gardens, which is in Brooklyn. And I'm moving from Long Island City, which was in Queens. And it's a great neighborhood. It's really nice. Got a lot of good restaurants, some good thrifting. It's not too far from Manhattan.
Oh my God, we got to talk about the whole thrifting experience we had when you were here. It's actually the junking experience, actually.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Stooping is what it's actually called.
Really?
Yeah, well, in New York City, that's what it's called. So I'm just going to assume that it's global.
Okay, got it.
But yeah,
you should see the light in his apartment is crazy good. You sent me a picture. I don't know if that was the realtor picture or if you took that picture, but it was just light pouring into the house. And no, you've been on your own before.
I lived by myself right before COVID in 2019 to 2020 for a year. I lived by myself in Baltimore, outside of Baltimore. And then I moved to New York. But this is the first time I'm living alone again. And it's like a really nice a real 1-bedroom. I can fit a whole king size bed if I felt like it in the bedroom, which is a lot to ask for in New York City. A washer and dryer.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
It is a 4th story walk up, but that's fine for me. My legs work just fine.
That's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah. I just saw a chart the other day about rents and like where in the country average rents are going up and where they're going down. And apparently they're coming down in Austin, which is surprising. But what was amazing was the average rent in Austin was like $1,400, $1,500 a month or something, right?
Mm.
San Francisco was like $3,400 a month. In New York, $4,000 a month. That's the average fucking rent in New York.
For like an entire apartment or per person?
For an entire apartment.
Okay. That makes sense. That's basically what my roommate and I were paying together for a 2-bed, 1-bath, which had a washer dryer, nice neighborhood.
What's a 1-bedroom go for?
Depends. Like if you're in Manhattan, and it's not like, and you're not going to get like murdered or like have your shit stolen like in the middle of the day. Probably going to run you like $2,800 if it's in Manhattan. In Brooklyn, like right along the water, like the river, it's going to be about the same. Luxury buildings are ridiculous. If you want a luxury 1-bedroom that has any space, it's going to be probably like $4,500 minimum.
It's crazy.
Is that a doorman building?
Yeah, there would be a doorman in that kind of building. My apartment, which is a 4th floor walk up, Brooklyn, not super close to Manhattan, but it's a nice spot. It's $3,000 a month.
That's crazy.
So what's interesting is, Adam could actually live anywhere in the entire country, let alone anywhere in the entire world he could live, because his job is 100% remote. Yet he chooses, because of the convenience factor, the girl factor, the restaurant factor, the everything factor, he chooses to live in New York.
But to be fair, when I moved to New York, it was because I had a job that required me to be in the city, and that paid a lot less money, and like I was in a smaller studio, less expensive. Like it made sense at the time. But now I have a fully remote job and I can be anywhere. But my thinking is, if I leave, I'm not coming back, because like it's really fun right now. I like New York City, but I think as soon as I leave, like it's like I'm here right now, like, God, this is so nice, and I can see like more than 2 trees at any given time. Like, why would I want to leave? But yeah, I
don't want to leave because I'm here. That's why you want to leave. That's why you want to leave.
To each his own. New York is not my thing.
Not
I'd like
me
to go
neither.
visit, but I could never live there.
Really good pizza, really good bagels. Can't get a bagel here. No bagels in California.
No fucking bagels in Ohio. Why can't you get a fucking bagel with cream cheese and a or hummus or avocado and tomato. They fucking grow all that shit here. Why can't you get all that here? Sorry.
I'm not that picky. I don't notice the difference that much between a really good bagel from the grocery store and one that I go down to the fucking bagel shop.
Wait. We were in the grocery store yesterday.
Yeah, you just said a really great bagel
in the
grocery store.
Oh, is that a dichotomy?
That is a what do they say?
Oxymoron.
Oxymoron. That's a big shrimp.
Right.
That's a real big shrimp, if you will. Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that. You can't be doing that.
I know. I went to the grocery store yesterday, and by the way, we bought way too much food for Adam to be here. And then I go to the grocery store when he's here too, because there are certain things he likes. JJ gets the all natural peanut butter with you got to spread it in order for it to actually be peanut butter, and she doesn't bring the other stuff in the house. I don't eat peanut butter. So and she won't buy Jif, because even if it's for Adam, she's not going to buy Jif because she's not going to put her hands on the poison. So Adam and I go out to.
I love that poison, man. God, I love when it gets stuck in my esophagus and I know I'm going to have a slow death because of it. So much sugar.
You pick your poison. And Adam's poison is Jif peanut butter, but
death by Jif, please.
But what's interesting about the way that Adam eats his diet? I mean, Adam is what do you call it? Is it not
pescatarian?
Is that what it is? Okay, so Adam's a pescatarian. So for those in our community that don't know what that is, can you explain what you will and won't eat?
Yeah, so basically, I'll eat anything that isn't like poultry or like a farm animal. I'll eat fish. I'll eat anything that's not like steak, burgers, chicken, beef, pork, anything like that. I never really liked that stuff anyway, so it was very easy to cut out of my diet. But chicken is rough. I really like fried chicken, but
Royal Farms fried chicken. Dude, you and I are going to be in Baltimore in a week and a half. The first place I'm going is fucking Royal Farms. I'm going to get Royal Farms chicken tenders and a box of burgers, fucking cookies, and I'm going to eat the whole goddamn thing myself.
So strict. So speaking of which, being in Baltimore, so I talked to my client last night just to kind of go over all the details. Now, this is a client that is the second time that they're using me, the third kid, but the second kid was a COVID kid. So they didn't actually have the party. So they're going to actually celebrate everybody's all at one time. Mm-hmm. But it's a bat mitzvah, which means it's a girls' party for those that you don't know that. It's a girls' party, and there's adults and kids there. They're partying adults because they haven't partied because of fucking COVID for years. It's a girls' party, which means there's going to be more girls than boys there. It's 39 kids, 38 girls. The 39 kids that are there.
Are you kidding? 38 girls?
The one boy, I'm sure, is the theater kid that's gay, and it's totally fine. But it's going to be the theater boy. So, and they are in a competitive dance team. So how I have two dancers, I have lighting, I have my technician, I have giveaways, I have everything, montage, all the stuff that they could throw at the party, they're throwing at the party. So talk about going out with a bang. This is my last bat mitzvah in this case, last one that I'm doing.
That's nuts. I know I mentioned to you that I might come by and like play guitar and be like your live musician. And I just thought about that. And I'm like, having a heart attack in the middle of this party would really be a downer. I'm not going to do that. I am going to come by and say hi and support you. And I want to see you. And, but I'm probably going to pop my head in on Spectrum. They're playing at the Belvedere. They're playing a wedding at one of my favorite venues in Baltimore that I haven't been to in ages. One of my favorite venues, except for the load in and load out, which I don't give a shit about because I won't be helping them load in or load out.
It's the worst. Isn't that the one where you have to go up 11 floors and then switch elevators and go up the last floor?
No, fortunately, no. But it's the smelly loading dock with the steep ramp, and you can't even get to the ramp. You got to like walk your gear down the ramp and then around in the rickety elevator. And there's only 2 elevators, so if you're there with a caterer, like they have internal catering, but sometimes we've done it where they've got caterers and they bring chairs and stuff, and it's like you're fighting for the elevators. What a pain.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
So do you get stats per episode, like how many people are listening to?
We do.
Like these kinds of episodes, because I'm listening to this and I'm like, man,
What the fuck? Who is fucking listening to this?
No, literally, I'm like, this is so boring. There's no way anybody wants to listen to this.
You want to tell
You
them?
know what's funny? Yeah, we get anywhere from 1,000 to about 2,000 downloads an episode. And what's interesting is it used to be a lot higher, but they changed the rules on what is considered a download. So it used to be like if you, let's say somebody subscribes and they download the file to their phone,
that counted.
Well, now you have to listen for at least a minute to be considered a download. So it's fucking amazing to me that 1,000 or 2,000 people listen to at least a minute of this show every fucking week. And it's not more interesting than it is right now, Adam. I'm telling you, this is what we talk about.
This is actually pretty exciting. We have a guest on the show today.
But you know what else is funny? I listen to some other shows sometimes. Like, I think it was called Girls Gotta Eat. Or no, what's the one that we made fun of? Guys We Fucked. Guys We Fucked, right. There was a show called Guys We Fucked, and it's these two women who are comedians, and they get like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of downloads every episode, right? And I'm like, oh, they're like super fun, and they're like sex positive, and they talk about, and it's like, they're so fucking boring. Yeah. It's like us, and they do the same thing, and like, yeah, they talk about sex a little, but most of the conversation is bullshit, like what we're doing right now, and they get hundreds of. I don't.
Did you consider maybe they are just funnier than you?
Well, they're certainly younger and better looking. I mean,
I said funnier.
Yeah, there's no doubt they're funnier than us. I mean, they're actually paid comedians. I mean, that's what they do for a living. People
have either of you ever done stand up? I'm just curious.
I'm dying to. One of these days I want to try it, but
that's a red flag. Never tell a girl you want to do stand up.
Oh yeah, that's good to know.
Never tell a woman you're interested in doing stand up. That's a red flag.
So I did know, but it's not a red flag to say you've done it.
No, it's a red flag as well. But especially if also don't say you have a podcast. That doesn't go over well.
Well, dude, I mean, we make a living at podcasting. We make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year podcasting. It's actually not a bad thing. It's actually not.
No. Well, there's a very large stigma around men, specifically white men, having podcasts. It'll be like it'll be like a funny like skit of like two guys talking about nothing. They're like, we should start a podcast because they think they're interesting or whatever. And
we know we're not interesting.
As long as you know
that's the context that I always put it in. Like, I mean, look, anybody that I get to know and talk to at all, I'm going to tell them I got a podcast just because of the business and everything. But I usually say, yeah, it's just me and my friend shooting the shit, and we really don't care. Like, we don't think we're special, and it's amazing that people even fucking listen. And really, the only reason we do it is because we like to talk to each other all week, and people seem to listen and whatever.
We do. It's our chance to actually talk about shit other than business. We never talk about business on the show. It's
have you guys met any of your listeners before?
So we've got a couple people. We've met Tennessee Tim. It's funny that there's a guy who was our at least the first listener that we know of. He was listening to us somehow from the very beginning, the first episodes. He lives in Maryland. We call him Patient Zero.
Patient Zero.
Patient Zero. What? Fuck.
Paul
Morena. That's it. God, I'm like, I haven't talked to him in so fucking long.
Sorry, Paul.
I forgot his name.
Screwed up your last name.
He reached out to us and he's like, yeah, I live in Maryland. I'm like, why did you start listening to us? Like, is it because we were from Maryland? He's like, no, I didn't even know when I first started listening. And then like a couple of other people we've met, half a dozen total, maybe.
We had the Be More Biz conference where we had listeners that actually came to Baltimore to sit. This is when we thought we knew what we were talking about when it came to business. Now that we know what we're talking about, I don't care if anybody knows what we know now.
Maybe a dozen or so. Now it was funny. One time we were in LA, and of course we were doing our TurnKey get together, a whole bunch of people in LA, and for 2 or 3 weeks we're like, anybody that wants to come by, we'll buy you a drink. If you're a listener, drop by. We told them where we were going to be. We told them when we were going to be. And sure enough, a guy fucking shows up. But this is what's funny about it. He just happened to be there. And he heard us, like we're all talking, and he recognized our voices. Like, obviously he wasn't a regular listener, or he would have been like, oh, hey, I live near there. I'll drop by, right? But he's like, wait a minute, you guys are like the nice guys on business, right? I was like, what the fuck? That was the strangest encounter ever.
That was pretty strange.
I like that. Also, it says something about your voice. I think you do have very recognizable, like,
Strickland especially has a very recognizable voice, especially when he starts to get into the emotional side of things.
Oh my God, yeah. Like if I start getting
when he starts to rant about something, he gets passionate about something. His voice goes up a bunch of octaves, but also it's just got that good tone to it. I like the tone.
You guys know Ron Ross with the Pulse?
You asked me, you know the guy's son, right?
No, his daughter. I went to school with her.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Ron Ross with the Pulse. You know the Pulse?
No.
On that Sirius XM?
It's kind of like Delilah.
Okay. Right.
Ron Ross.
Pulse on Sirius XM, right?
He's a great voice.
Great voice, really good voice. But, he's I'm not saying this is bad because he's made a living at this, but he is a canned voice. They don't give him a lot of freedom to kind of stray from the script at all. And our whole show is us straying from the script, which we don't have. We were in, JJ and I were walking on the trail what you and I were walking on today, Adam, and a woman was coming towards us, kind of like the people were coming at us towards, they're walking in the opposite direction. Are you JJ Flazanes? I listened to your show. And she recognized her from her fucking face. She said, I knew that I was going to run into you one day because I live in Ojai also.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. She has been stopped in the grocery store before. I'm following you, somebody said. And JJ thought, literally, you are following me, right behind me. And she meant was, I'm following you like online and all the places. I don't think I've ever gotten that. I got that as DJ Doug many, many times in Baltimore. But never.
I've gotten it. Yeah, as the band leader, like, hey, you played my wedding. I mean, I got that plenty of times in Baltimore. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy shit. Okay, well, it's time. We do have a couple of voicemails.
Wait a minute. I got shit to talk about before we get to the voicemails.
Oh, one more thing. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Adam.
No, it's the thing that you're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk. What did you call it? It's called what?
Stooping.
Except,
yeah. Yeah, okay. You go ahead.
No, you tell the story. I think the story is a good one, or you tell me to set it up, and I'm happy to set it up.
Okay, so stooping, for those who don't know, is typically in a city. Well, they do it in New York City specifically that I know of. You leave shit on the side of the street, like furniture. You're moving out, you have a chair, you have a lamp, whatever. You want it out of your house. You don't want to sell it. You don't want to go through the hassle of it. You just put it on the side of the street on the stoop. And someone sees it, there's usually a piece of paper on the seat of the chair. It says free please take. And then you just take it and that's it. So that's stooping at its core. Now,
very different from stooping.
Yeah,
totally an important distinction.
A whole
different thing from stooping.
I don't know what that is. But so this was 2 days ago. We were grocery shopping. We're coming home. I'm in the passenger seat, driving through the neighborhood. I'm very aware passenger always.
Very aware.
So heads on a swivel, just looking at things as one does. And I see out of the corner of my eye, I'm really into like mid-century everything, like furniture, design, architecture. And out of the corner of my eye, I just see this beautiful like cedar. Or was it? Yes, a cedar, like what do you even call it? Like a trunk or something?
Cedar chest. It's a
cedar chest. Oh my
gorgeous.
God!
And it was right next to an ugly filing cabinet and like a glass case or something.
Display case with glass shelves.
And each three of those things said free on it, and my dad's just driving, and I said, "Wait, stop!" I said, "Stop!" I said, "Stop! Back up!" And he's like, "What?" And I was like, I just point, and I'm like, "That!" We're like,
can't
that.
Say it fast enough because it was like.
We left that way. The furniture was not there when we left earlier that morning, literally 2 hours prior.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, it was there. And I said, stop. And I get out of the car. He gets his truck, which is all of 2 minutes away because
the cedar thing wasn't going to fit in my Highlander, but I had my truck, which again was a block and a half away, my 67 Joe, which is the perfect thing to pick up a cedar chest in, because give them the specs and then show Strick a picture of
the specs. It is a 1964 Virginia made. Virginia made. I have a friend who's really into like old furniture, and she found an actual article, and it's called a Lane Sweetheart Chest. This is like the original thing. Here, I'll see if I can read it. Superbly designed, nationally advertised, the gift which is both Practical and sentimental, a lane chest in any room, any decor will blend to perfection. The fine cabinet woods are cut and matched by hand to assure perfect fit and matching of the. I can't read all of the words. Finishes are hand rubbed. Red cedar interior keeps your things safe from dust, moths, and wonderfully fragrant too. And here is. That's the chest there.
What the hell?
And in perfect condition, this goes for about $750.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And it was just on the side of the street. And so today we went to a hardware
went to the hardware
store.
store.
You can tell the rest of it.
Yeah. So, you know me, I'm into old furniture and stuff like that. And as soon as Adam said, I want that, he saw that. I'm like, okay, cool. And I looked at it and had a number of like blemishes and scratches, and the hinges weren't working right. And one of the drawer on the bottom is the rail is broken. I'm like, I can fucking fix that. I'm going to rebuild this entire thing, just kind of like I'm going to do with that bar that I got, that old bar.
Mm-hmm.
It was free. It's worth $750. I started refinishing it today, and the top looks great. I sanded it down. I bought new screws for the hinges to hold them on tighter, and Adam was staining it today, and we filled in some of the holes that were there, and it looks really good.
That's
really
super
good.
Cool.
Show him a picture of of the actual one on the, or maybe the one on the back of the truck.
Yeah, and I took a bunch of pictures because this was like, just a very, very fun situation. Here it is. I don't know if you can tell. There it is in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Big with a manila envelope that says free on the side of it. And I mean, look how like gorgeously
God,
red that
beautiful.
is. Yeah,
the wood looks amazing.
It looks amazing. The top though was like the top piece was the scuffed part. Just really had been through some wear. Here it is, like in my dad's backyard.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean, look at the work on it. It's just like, why would anybody just put free really and get rid of it? And JJ's like, that's what happens when you live in a rich neighborhood. People just put
right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So here's this sanded, like this is no finish.
Oh, look at that. Blow that up so we can see the wood grain in there.
That's really nice.
I mean, look how great that fucking looks now.
That's amazing.
And then here is, there it is finished.
Oh, nice.
It was fun little project. Kind of fucked up the sanding, but it's fine.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be rebuilding the transmission on the 67 Ford.
Oh God.
I know, it's just the thing that Strickland loves. Loves to do.
Which is why I got an electric car that has no transmission. Exactly.
Well, I was thinking about that. It's like, if something happens to my Highlander, what am I going to get? I mean, I probably will get an electric car. I know JJ's not big on the sitting on a battery because of the EMF and all that stuff, but I'm like, there's enough other things that I got to worry about than a battery.
Just look, the 5G is going to kill you anyway. Just sit on the battery, right?
Exactly.
This is a note for the listeners. I don't believe in any of that. I am very I can't say anything without insulting your girlfriend, so I'm not going to say.
No, it's okay. She'd be okay to having the opposing argument. She may not understand why you have that argument, but she can. Doesn't matter to me.
5G is not going to do anything to anybody. Except
I'm
give
on
you
your
faster
side.
internet.
I agree with you 100%.
Look, microplastics are going to kill you before 5G does.
What's a microplastic? Like drinking bottled water or something like that?
Well, like every kind of, like when you like microwave stuff, there's like plastic in everything. Like in like the ocean, in the fish you eat now, there's plastic in it. There's plastic in you, plastic in me.
Well, there's plastic in my nose. I know that.
I know that. Your cartilage is looking a little silly there.
Thank you.
But like, it's going to have a lasting impact, and that's something that's actually scientifically backed here.
All right, so if we go back to the whole thing, the Earth has been here for 4 or 5 billion years or something like that, and man has only been here for about 10,000 of those 5 billion years. So it's is that wrong?
I don't
something like that, but whatever. Run with it.
What, Adam? What are you saying?
Is it only 300,000 years? I was like, 10,000 is not enough years.
All right. So let's say,
but in the grand scheme of things,
how many millions are in a billion? It's 1,000, right? No.
Yeah. 1,000 millions in a billion. Yeah.
Okay. So 1,000 millions in a billion. That means in 5 billion, how many millions are there? 5,000 millions in a billion. Okay. Man has been here for, what did you say, Adam?
About 300,000.
Okay, so let's say 300,000 years. So if you're drawing the timeline of that, man is literally on that little tiny thing. Now, if you
Right.
think about modern man being since the Industrial Revolution, how long has that been?
Well, the Industrial Revolution, I guess, was like the 1800s.
150 years, 200
Okay,
years.
150 years ago. So in 300,000 years since man has been here, 5 billion years, 5,000 million years that the Earth has been here, we're going to take it down the tubes in literally 150 fucking years, right?
Or in a way.
Yeah.
Okay. How bad is that? I mean, we have completely ruined this Earth as human beings. When do
Yes.
we come back from this? Or what is the next? Are we going to be like, you remember Escape to New York with Snake Plissken? You remember that movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kurt Russell, great stuff.
I mean, yeah. So it's like, when does Soylent Green actually take over? When is Planet of the Apes a real thing where they find the Statue of Liberty buried halfway deep in the sand? When does Snake Plissken and that whole, when does Handmaid's Tale actually be the reality?
Handmaid's Tale is happening right now.
Exactly.
So,
I agree with Adam on that 100%.
Wow.
Handmaid's Tale is happening right fucking now.
All right,
Yeah.
tell me more about that.
Oh, dude,
I
it's just so
don't-
ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. I mean, fucking Florida.
Oh, you're talking about with
DeSantis.
the, oh yeah.
Well, okay,
Well-
Wisconsin. I don't know the
Yes,
details
you
about this, but I just heard this today, so I don't know how true it is or how serious it is. But in Wisconsin, not only are they trying to pass a law that will ban care for transgender people, if you are transgender in Wisconsin, you could be forced to be switched back.
Detransitioned, it's called.
Detransitioned. Like, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's just-
and what is it, Ohio or Iowa, that is like trying to make it so if you, like, abortion is illegal in the state, right? But if you try to cross the state line, they will arrest you if you cross the state line or take someone else across the state line to get an abortion. Like, not only are we saying you can't fucking have one here, you can't fucking go anywhere and have one either. What the fuck?
All right, so I guess case in point, we've been here for 5,000 million years as
Mhm.
the Earth. Amoeba did not fuck it up. Neither
Mhm.
did sponge or
Cephalopod did a great job.
right, or bacteria or virus. No matter how evil a virus, it didn't fuck up the world. No matter how many ice ages, volcanoes, earthquakes, asteroids, all the shit that's fallen from the sky that has tried to destroy the Earth and not destroy
Well,
the
these
Earth.
are all like these are like human. I mean, these are not human
I'm with you.
intervened.
I am with you. Yet
Yeah.
a natural disaster can't destroy the Earth, but fucking we do it in 150 years.
Well, it's because we have the capabilities of creating all this shit that never would have, like, is not earthly, you know? Like,
So I think the end of the Earth will be literally someone pushing the button and dropping the bomb, and then us retaliating, or somebody retaliating and dropping the bomb. And that's just going to create this nuclear fallout that's going to create whatever the next age is. You know,
okay. That's,
but-
yeah.
But you
the
see,
nuclear
that's
age.
I don't disagree with that, but you know what that means. The Earth is still going to fucking be here, and the Earth is going
Earth
to
is a
figure
big
it out
rock.
again.
You know,
Right.
no nuke can destroy the Earth.
Right.
Like,
the Earth is
as a
going to
rock.
figure it out, and it's going to rebuild itself
Yeah.
somehow. Why aren't the dinosaurs here anymore? Some big fucking thing happened and knocked them all out. Well, you know what? Some big fucking thing at some point is going to happen and knock us all out. We may be the cause of it. It may be fucking bombs, and then something else will take over in another 100 million years or so. It is what it is.
I'm
There's
just
a lot
curious.
of time. Yeah.
I'm just curious what that is going to. I'd love to be able to have that vision, to be able to know what, like, is the internet going to take us out? Is
Like
nuclear
AI.
Yeah, is
we're gonna have
is
some-
Chat
Skynet.
going to take us out?
Skynet. Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back in time. Yeah.
Well, it'll likely be like
Yeah.
a disease, you know,
Probably.
like some, COVID on crack, basically. Will,
Yeah.
did you watch The Last of Us?
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
What is the
we have
Last
a we
of
have a
Us?
client right now that we just signed on. He looks like Pedro Pascal. He
Wow.
totally looks like Pedro Pascal.
Total hunk.
Yeah.
The Last of Us is like zombie apocalypse, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
in an accurate way, as accurate as
zombie apocalypse in a Santa Clarita Diet kind of way.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That was a great show.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Hey, you're all blurry. There, you're back. Okay, we got voicemails. We're going to keep this show definitely at an hour to an hour and a half this week.
To an hour, or maybe an hour and a half.
We've taken this 30-minute podcast that we promised everybody. Well, I don't even know why we say it anymore. We shouldn't even. We should just do our show.
I know.
Just do our fucking show.
We're not even going to make any promises about anything. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I can see your Slack.
You can see my Slack over here.
Oh yeah, we got all that stuff.
Did I share the wrong screen? You don't see Hindenburg?
No, I don't see Hindenburg.
Oh,
no, yeah.
The wrong screen.
Get rid of all this. You share the wrong portion of your screen.
I'm going to dox you.
Oh yeah.
Strickland is very, very busy.
No, that's weird because I shared this. I thought I shared that screen. Maybe I didn't. Okay.
Adam and I are going to go for Mexican food tonight. We are excited about it. I'm going to get probably the king burrito or the chicken mole. I know we're getting margaritas and we're going to do a little guac.
Of course.
I love Mexican. I can eat Mexican every day. I love Mexican food.
Okay, Ken, for someone who has zero context, such as myself, what am I encountering here?
Oh, go ahead, Trick.
Oh, this is the voicemails. So we have a couple of voicemails. These are our voicemail files. And we have a regular listener who calls in, Jared, who you haven't met Jared, have you? I haven't met Jared in person. Have you?
Me?
No. Well, Jared calls in most weeks. He will call in and leave a message. We've actually never met him in person. This will be your first time getting to hear, we actually had theme music recorded for him.
Yes. Yeah,
because he calls in and leaves voicemail so often. So here, take a listen to the theme.
Did you hit the right button?
What you think.
Did you hit the right button, Strickland?
I think so. We're going to find out.
Okay. All right. So this is the theme song from the voicemail is for Jared. And then if it's not Jared, it's okay because it's usually Jared. So let me go back to something you said earlier, Adam. Does anybody actually listen to the show? Well, we know at least Jared listens to the show.
At least Jared's listening.
And at least Emily. And we know Emily listens to the show too because she leaves voicemails as well. And
she's hot too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Emily.
Leave her alone.
It's a little creepy. I mean,
that was creepy. Look, Emily, I'm sorry on behalf of Strickland.
We never edit the show. I'll just edit
He is kind of a dog, so
do not have to edit that. If you edit it, you'll really be going against everything that we've ever stood for, Strickland.
You act like it's some sort of credo that we live by. It's just laziness. It's not.
Well, laziness is a credo. It's a virtue like anything else.
True.
I believe the deadly sin is called sloth. I believe that's what it is. Isn't that right?
Yeah, right, I think so. Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's play the voicemail theme song. No, see, you're not there. You forgot to hit the button.
I specifically said.
Oh, and the other thing is
headphones right here. Sure. Why isn't it playing? Why don't you hear it? I actually specifically changed it.
I don't know. Maybe you didn't hit that button when you.
I totally did. When I hit the share sound, I hit share sound too.
Well, Adam, this is just another example of how tight the show is. Also, we're right. We are
right on speakers because it just goes back.
Oh, that's how I heard something there. I heard something there.
That I heard. There you go.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
I wish we were sharing this on video because I don't think Adam's eyebrows could get any higher than they are on his face.
Can we just get your initial impression of the voicemail from Jared theme song?
Okay, before I react, who created this?
We farmed it out to somebody. We paid some band to do the music, and we know it's.
Do we know this band?
Terrible. We've tried to get back in touch with them, and they won't return our calls.
Okay, so
originally it was,
and they're never going to listen to this, right?
We thought it was Bloody Stool. We thought it was Bloody Stool originally, but
no, the band that recorded it will never listen to this, and we've made fun of them.
Yeah, that was genuinely one of the worst things I've ever heard. Probably.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. I have a recommendation. I have a suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is based off of one of my favorite podcasts called Podcast But Outside.
Well, Adam, I think maybe we do have a nice guy suggestion, box.
Shut
I would
up.
really.
So I know you have a box or whatever, but fuck your box. What?
she said.
Hang on, podcast, but not. I want to write this down.
No,
if it's a good show.
podcast, but outside.
But outside. Okay.
And that
Oh,
is
yeah.
I love this podcast. And what they do is they have a open call all the time for people to create an intro for their podcast, like their listeners.
Cool.
And all it has to do is use the words podcast, but outside, and it has to mention the hosts, Cole and Andrew, at least once. And that's it. You can do whatever you want besides that, as long as it's appropriate enough. And it's usually just like things that are just saying it's a podcast, but outside, and it mentions their names. And it's very funny. So maybe consider doing that.
I have a suggestion, though.
That's a great idea.
I mean, we do have Steve O'Brien, and he has created somewhere in the area of about 350 opens and closes for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, it's just because he's not a musician, but I'm presuming what you're going to say. I'm not.
Well, Strick, I mean, we could set ourselves up for complete disappointment by asking our audience to do something and they won't do it. I mean, we could do that. I mean, that could be done, but I don't know if I want to do that. I appreciate the suggestion, even though it wasn't in the proper line of authority, chain of command, which would be putting it into the suggestion box first.
Right.
Then we read it, and then we make a decision, Strickland and I, with a
democratic answer. Yeah.
Right. And we do have focus group, and we have the controlled study, and it's got to go through the normal channels. You understand?
What Doug's trying to say is we have a long history of our listeners doing absolutely nothing. So we're pretty sure that if we ask them, they'll do that again. But I still would love to throw it out there. I really think that would be fucking great to get a better one, no doubt.
All right. So the best thing for you to do would just be to send it directly to Strickland. That would be strick@turnkeypodcast.com. Just go ahead, create whatever you want to create. We have two rules. Rule number one, let's go by the same rules that Podcast But Outside goes by. Number one, you have to mention the nice guys. Okay. And number two, you have to say Strickland's name and Doug's name. That's it.
So we're going to ask for intros, not we're going to literally steal from Podcast from Outside. We're not going to say we need a new voicemail music from Jared.
I'm sure that they stole it from. You think this was an original thought of theirs?
It might be. I don't know.
Asking their listeners to do something that is the thought. That's all we're actually.
They're the
doing.
first podcast to ever do that. They're the first podcast to ever pay their guests $1. The first ethical podcast, the only ethical podcast but outside.
Well, we ask our guests to pay us to be on the show. It's almost the same thing, but in reverse. We need the money more than they do.
What is Podcast from Outside about?
Podcast but outside. It is just two guys who set up a desk outside. It's a podcast, and they set up all their recording equipment outside, and then they just grab people along on the street that walk by. They live in LA, actually.
They're funny. So Adam played me one of their videos.
They're very funny. That's like my kind of humor. Funny.
Here's the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge.
Your kind of humor funny, unlike our kind of humor, not funny.
Exactly.
Thanks for clarifying that. Appreciate it.
I'm about to make a comment about that. So what's interesting about it is we are not Adam's kind of funny.
Oh, I get it. I get that.
But we are funny.
Well, some people like it. Some people appreciate it. That's all good.
I get. Some people do.
Look, Doug, have you ever seen Step Brothers? Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly?
I have a lot of Step Brothers, but I've never seen Step
Brothers. You've never seen the movie? Adam, you've seen it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay. Elf?
Yeah, like I get what you're getting at.
I hate that shit. I have people who are, oh my God, Step Brothers is the funniest movie ever. It's like I try to watch it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
You have to watch those movies through a specific lens, you know.
Okay, hold on. Some
you
people
mean like blackout glasses.
Some people like Dumb and Dumber.
I don't like Dumb and Dumber.
Some people like Jackass. Right?
I don't think that's funny.
No, it's not funny. It's like stupid. It's like, why would anybody want to harm themselves? And some people like, what's the fucking Letterkenny that you like, Strickland? I'm like,
oh yeah, I love. Have you ever seen Letterkenny, Adam?
No. What is that?
It's on Hulu. Okay. It's Canadian. I would say, okay, you should totally find it and watch like 10 minutes of an episode because if in 10 minutes, if you think it's incredibly stupid, you'll hate it.
Right.
If when I watched it, I was rolling on the floor in the first 10 minutes. I absolutely loved it. It's not the kind of show where like, ooh, give it some time. No. You fucking 10 minutes is all you need. Fucking 5 minutes is really all you need. You'll either think it's hilarious or you'll think it's incredibly stupid, and it just keeps doing the same thing from there.
My favorite kind of humor is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
See,
I like that kind of stuff.
Like
really
Larry
dry,
David is
Larry
good.
David.
Right. Larry David is good. It's just I'm so uncomfortable the entire show. It makes me nervous because I'm uncomfortable.
I like it.
Oh, how about Schitt's Creek? Do you like Schitt's Creek?
Yeah, I like Schitt's Creek.
You see, that's another one. I just they're such horrible people. I don't like any of them.
Does it remind you of yourself? Is that why you like it so much?
Oh man.
Damn.
You know, all of this is the typical spot where we normally go on for like 30 minutes in between the playing of the voicemail theme song music and then playing the first voicemail. See, now Adam, that's funny. I see you laughing at that. That's like, you think that's funny.
You see right here, this space right here.
Situational humor.
This was intentional. There's a reason that I didn't do this right here, because every fucking time your father jumps in and he's like, oh, hey, by the way.
Well, to be fair, I think it was kind of my fault for reacting the way I did to the voice to the intro. Which
I was. Trust me, your reaction was not unexpected. Let's just put it that way. It was not unexpected.
Great. All right, let's get to it.
And it was not offensive either. Don't worry, I was not
one of our best episodes. This has been one of our best episodes. And it's great because there's a lot of times when we'll have a third person that will sit, not a lot, but when we do have a third person sit in on the Strick and Doug episodes, there's always some level of disjointed nature because we don't know how to really handle that third person. It's just the vibe is always thrown off or often thrown off. And,
I can swing. I can swing with the big kids. Put me in the ring.
You are good. You have graduated to the big kids table and you are in the adult pool. Way to go.
Thank you so much.
Way to go. Adult Swim is now in session.
Great.
Right, we ready to do voicemail?
Do it.
Okay. I got to take my earbud out to hear it because it's coming out of my fucking speaker instead of in my ear.
Understood.
But the last 10 times that I've done this, it's been on goddamn headphones. And when it's on speaker, you don't hear it. So I don't know. You figure Zoom would have a way to work this.
All right. Let's get to it. Everybody.
I thought maybe you had.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Shrek. Jared here. So you guys just listened to my two of my voicemails. I don't remember how many I left. I think it was only 2, but anyways, I'll know here in a minute. And you were talking about when I said you believe the left-wing media until you didn't, and you're talking about how you don't really trust either side. And yeah, that's the same boat I'm really in. But you made a comment, and I'm going to challenge your comment. You said you get the 1440, which is just unbiased, and it's a little blurb, and it takes you to a link where they got the article. And it's like a real brief summary or statement on it. And what I'm challenging is, and I don't think we can get away from this. I don't think there's any way to get something truly unbiased. But my challenge is they're giving you the summary of an article or the high point of an article that was written by someone who's most likely biased. So that's my challenge. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not familiar with 1440. But it sounds like a kind of a cool idea, just even if nothing else, to get like an idea of what's being talked about, even if it is a little biased one way or the other. But that would be my challenge, though, is I bet it's not completely unbiased like you think it is, but because you're only seeing a quick highlight of an article, maybe it's unbiased towards that article. But that article very well could be pointing you in a direction that they want to point you. And so in the end, it means you're not getting an unbiased view. Just something that popped in my head and wanted to share with you. And maybe you'll talk more about that and give me some thoughts. And I might have to check that out. So, all right, guys, appreciate you. And I'm hoping you can even hear this because now I see that I don't think you're connected to my Bluetooth. And I'm talking through some other connection. Who fucking knows? All right, love the show. My voicemails are a tight fucking part of the show, just like the episodes. See you guys.
Okay, so Adam, a little context there. Jared, we have discussions often about like CNN versus Fox versus MSNBC and how they're all so biased. And I get this email every day called
Carlson's fired. Tucker Carlson's fired. Tucker Carlson's fired.
Did he get fired or quit? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Oh, come on.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Fired.
Who cares? But so I get this email every day called the 1440, and it's supposed to be like, hey, unbiased, quickie. Like, it's like, hey, here's 2 sentences. And if you want to click the article, you can read the whole article. And I was like, hey, it's unbiased. And obviously, Jared is making the argument that, well, of course it could be biased, but like fucking, there's no such thing as news that is completely, totally unbiased. It's not possible, right? I mean, whoever is writing an article, they have their own beliefs, they have their own opinions, and they may try as much as they can to write something unbiased, but their own opinion and their own experiences are always going to, inform whatever it is they're writing. But so I think 1440 tries to be as middle of the road as possible, far more than Fox or CNN try, because they're obviously just entertainment. They're not even fucking news. Neither of them. I mean, I say that about Fox and about CNN, that it's just entertainment, that it's not news anymore. They're just trying to rile you up. So anyway, what's that?
What do you have to say on that, Adam?
Well, I don't think I'm qualified at all to be discussing whether or not a news source is biased or unbiased, because I just simply do not have enough information about it. And I don't even know what 1440 is until 2 minutes ago. I Googled it, and here, can I read some of the headlines that I'm seeing on 1440, and then maybe we can discuss whether or not we think they're biased?
Sure.
Fire away.
Okay, the first one. Chemists make breakthrough in plastic recycling. So that's one. Another, half of Americans have $0 in retirement accounts. Roughly 50% of people in the U.S. aged 50 to 60 have at least $10,000 in a retirement savings account, and only 25% of people in their 90s have something in retirement savings. Another one is new image of black hole reveals turmoil.
So those 3 headlines, I don't know that I heard anything that would seem to be screaming as biased to me, but maybe the subject matter itself would be biased to me because they're being brought up as news subject. I have no idea. What do you think, Rick?
Look, I think it's look, I don't want to get too philosophical about this, but I think it's Schrodinger's cat. Like you can't observe something happening without affecting what happens to it. And in the same way, when we get news is created by a person. It's created by somebody. I wrote it or I researched it. And my past experience and my opinions are going to be infused into that. As much as I might say, hey, I know that I'm really liberal, so I'm going to try to see the conservative side of this. Come on, I'm a human being and I'm going to have some bias inherently. So look, is it possible to have completely, totally unbiased news? Technically, no. But you can certainly at least make an attempt to have news that is trying to be non-biased, which Fox and CNN and MSNBC, I don't believe do at all right now.
All right. What is Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Thought experiment states that if you seal a cat in a box with something that can eventually kill it, you won't know if the cat is alive or dead until you open the box. So until you open the box and observe the cat is simultaneously dead or alive. It's a kind of a weird example because but it's gotten really popular. What it's trying to explain is that why would anybody put a cat in a box with radioactive material? Would be the first thing
How did I know that's where Doug was going to go?
Horrible. This is a horrible. I have 5 cats. I couldn't imagine putting a cat into a radioactive box. It hurts me to think that. Sorry. Now, if you want to put one of my gophers in my backyard in a radioactive box, you know what? That's still cruel too. I wouldn't want to do that either. I don't think I want to put anything. Maybe my second wife. With that, no, that's cruel too because she's got family. I don't want. No, it's not good. I don't.
You're only backtracking because this is recorded.
Oh yeah. Hey, look. If anybody did at some point in the future, somebody will be able to go to the internet and say, Doug Sandler, everything. And then condense it and give me the 10 worst things that he has ever claimed and the 10 greatest things. And it will actually, you know, AI can do all of that shit. It probably can do it today.
Hey, Chat GPT, can you tell me what Doug Sandler, the last time Doug Sandler said a racy comment on the internet, please?
Wow. Okay. Well, that will be probably 5 minutes ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But
I was doing racy comments on Facebook Messenger as you were talking to Strickland.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. I don't.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, I do think that the thing that makes this news source seem unbiased is the fact that they're not fear mongering with the titles of the articles. It's like, here's a statement. Like, these seem factual. It seems like they're backed by a source. I don't know how that can be biased. I don't know. I don't think.
No,
I'm smart
I think that's a good barometer to put against it, because, you know, you look at Fox or CNN or a lot of these things, and it's like, Trump is really screwed with this next trial, right? It's like, oh yeah, that's not going to be biased. Like, come on, of course it's fucking biased.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's good. That's good.
All right,
Three white guys take on something they don't know anything about. On to the next one. Let's go.
Okay, let's get to the next voicemail.
Hello, Doug and Strick. It's Erica.
Ooh, Erica.
Yes, I agree with you, Doug. 100% whole life insurance is the way to go. We've been doing the same thing for years, and I'm 9 years older than you, so you can well imagine that that's how we bought our little piece of California up in the Bay Area. And 100% everybody needs to get whole life insurance. And let's see, what else did you mention today? This is being recorded on Friday after me listening to your Friday episode on the 21st of April. Yes, I wanted to say I adore being a TurnKey podcast client. You produce my show. By the way, that is the Entrepreneurs Cafe, and I love your service, and definitely think Emily needs to become a client. So Emily, if you're listening, you definitely need to be a TurnKey client. And who knows, maybe you and I'll do a show, sweetheart, and we'll call it the Wild Women Wednesdays, or you guys will think to drop an episode with us, where I think one of the things we need to talk about is, I know all about hard money lending. I'd be delighted to educate you. In fact, I'll just drop this little hint. I had an Italian grandfather, God rest his soul, who used to give us birthday and Christmas presents that, quote, fell off the truck. He owned a trucking business, and that is how I got my high school graduation present of a car. Now, this was the late 70s, and it was a 69 GTO, and I drove it across country, and it
Pontiac
also fell off the truck. So you'll hear all about that when Emily and I finally decide to drop an episode. Okay, that's it. Love you guys. Love the show. And I love leaving you voicemails. Okay, bye.
That must have been a big truck for the car to fall off the truck.
Well, things have changed so much. I mean, with what's it called, reciprocity from state to state, and computers making it easier for you to track like a stolen vehicle, and online and social media. You know, if a car is stolen, like there is several times a year I see posted on my Mustang podcast group, or my Mustang group, Classic Mustang Connection on Facebook. Somebody will post a photo of a car that was stolen, and it's a matter of hours or days that people recover the car because everybody has access to the internet. So the days of things falling off the truck, I think, are gone by. But I do appreciate the fact that she did get a lot of her gifts from falling off the truck.
That's a nice graduation present.
And a Pontiac GTO, shit, that's really good.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Hey, we're only at an hour and 8 minutes into this. I think we should.
You got to go eat Mexican, right?
Yeah, we're going to get Mexican. Adam, you ready to get your margarita on?
I'm ready to get super fucked up on a Thursday.
I said to Adam.
Damn, that sounds good. I might make margaritas tonight. That sounds good now.
I said to Adam, "Hey, let's go get margarita. Let's go." Or we decided we're going to get Mexican food, and he liked the idea of having margaritas. And my next thought was, do they have pictures there? Pictures of Remember, like in college, you get like pictures of everything. Pictures of beer, pictures of. They don't have pictures of margaritas at the place that we're going.
I've been to Mexican places where they have it. I mean, I don't know that yours does, but
this one doesn't. But many do. Yeah. I can't do more than one though. I'm gonna be honest. Margaritas hit me hard.
That's
a little bit of a lightweight.
That's all right. But he was drinking bourbon like a motherfucker a couple of days ago. It's like, holy shit. Adam had probably somewhere between 5 to 6 ounces of bourbon in less than 90 minutes.
It was a lot.
He did pass out on the sofa literally
at 7:30 p.m. 7:45.
Dude, I watched a great movie. He passed out after 3 minutes. What was the movie again, Adam?
I don't know, but it was about the history of Tetris, like the story of Tetris dramatized.
Yeah. I saw that. I mean, I didn't actually watch it, but I saw the ad for it on Netflix. I wanted to see it. If you see, I think it's come and gone now, thank God. On Netflix, if you see Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Oh, geez, that's so bad.
Don't fucking watch it. It's okay. It's like how there was this guy that sued Pepsi from anyway, a long fucking story. But the bottom line is, it's one of these that was like kind of a fun, interesting documentary that would have been good in 60 to 90 minutes, but they made a 4-part series out of it.
It was bad.
It was literally 4 fucking hours. They just dragged this shit out. It was not good. It could have been good in an hour. Anyway, your dad was saying just a couple weeks ago, were you drinking Fireball or drinking bourbon when you had a double the other day?
Bourbon.
He's drinking bourbon. He's like, yeah, I had a double of bourbon the other day. And that's like, what's that, like 3 ounces, 4 ounces of bourbon? That, man, I was messed up. That's a lot. Strickland, what's 3 ounces of bourbon to you? And I was like, an appetizer. What the fuck? It's like nothing.
I don't have like the stat sheet for this or like enough statistics to go on with this, but I'm pretty sure like Jewish men are like, there's got to be some like predisposition to not being able to handle alcohol very well,
or lactose based products, cheese and milk.
Something going on in the gut there. Like we're just, Jews are just a little fucked when it comes to that.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, it's like two drinks, and I'm there, but anymore I'm not okay. And I find that to be the case with a lot of my Jewish friends.
2 things that we really don't do well, or things that we actually have as topics. One is drinking heavily, not a good thing. And the other thing that we actually do very well is hard money lending. That is the thing.
And also, a third thing, escape extinction. We're really good at that one too.
Oh, that is very true. And we usually have a good meal around the extinction.
We escaped. That was really sad. Let's eat. And then you just do it.
Totally right. All right, let's head out of here. Until next week, everybody. Adam, it was very good having you here. Strickland, great to see you again. We will be spending another 20 years together in purgatory. We, of course, know that. Steve O'Brien, take us out of here.
The Nice Guys on Business are professional podcasters. Please do not try this at home. It may seem simple, kids, but lots of people get hurt in the process. Void where prohibited, including Mexico, Puerto Rico, Fredonia, or your in-laws. The Nice Guys on Business are not responsible for any claims of liability or any guarantee that these 2 morons know what they're talking about. There is no promise that being nice to people will help your business, but calling people assholes, dumb, incontinent fuckwads will definitely lose you business. For any and all claims, shit in one hand and wish in the other, and see which one fills up first. Thank you for listening to the Nice Guys on Business podcast. I'm Steve O'Brien.